tradition of the person who won BCX being the next person to win BCX in singles. Instead, after Impala won, then Use won. But of course, the character picks are obvious. They're going in with the Stingray Orion versus the Use Jae Young.
All right, we'll definitely see how this plays out here. Starting off on Demon Island, we're going to see how the players, really try to implement their game plans against each other here. We'll definitely see how it all comes together. But right now, it seems like Use taking a smaller lead, but now Stingray, getting some good pokes in there, swapping over to the spear. We're going to see what he can get going. Now off stage, our first interaction. Let's see what happens.
I'm really watching the long active frames from Stingray. I think that's going to be a really common option from him. With the way Use likes to move around, like those downlights on the lance were really effective, I'm expecting things like spear down sig, spear neutral light to also be really effective.
Yeah. And right now, okay, not going to be able to get him there. And now Use, pops him to the other side of the stage and follows it up. Trying to find a way to take out this first stock. Both players in a great position to be able to take a nice, strong lead here. It's just kind of coming down to that next hit, potentially. Stingray trying to get back to the stage. Use. I like how, wow, he grabbed that?
Yeah, you can reach over the corner just enough. I actually really like the way Stingray did that. Had enough forward movement that it covered the corner. Use backed away. Then he was able to pick it up. Avoids the down heavy. Use going for the disco. I'm pretty sure it's not a true combo, but he wanted the horizontal KO instead of the vertical.
Ooh, and that's going to be the first stock gone. Get him out of here. Use up 3-2, but I would not be surprised if this stock goes missing pretty soon.
I'm actually surprised. Okay, I was going to say for a second, I'm surprised Use was starting that off with the regular sword, but instead he's just playing the weapon disarm game. He does not want to give Stingray an opportunity to potentially finish off this stock, but Stingray picks up the spear.
Kind of dancing around here. I mean, Use, obviously, for good reason, being a little bit cautious here. You know what, you finally get that out of the way, because I know sometimes if I get like that first stock and I'm at a high percentage, I try to play a little bit more passive. I want to try and extend this lead as much as possible, but once you get that out of the way, you just go right back to the same thing, play your game. You don't have to play as nervous anymore.
But Stingray was able to clean it up. He got that spear down signature. Oh, Use with an interesting option there. Okay, good juggles. Yeah. A great sword traditionally not the best in the air-to-air, so I really like that Stingray was going for more of that juggle, but Use did manage to get down. In the meantime, Stingray evening up that damage count.
Yep. Dancing around here, yeah, a lot of dancing. These guys are just leapfrogging each other at this point. And now Use, okay, Stingray.
Nice.
Yep, gets a good opening, not be able to take the stock off the top, but does disarm Use in the process. Now we're on the sword here.
Stingray got a really good downlight recovery, gonna go for it again. That time it'll KO Stingray with the lead over Use. What's he gonna stick with? It's gonna be the spear.
And I like that too. You lost the first stock, but you're gonna take 2 in a row here. It just goes to show the strong resolve. A 1 stock doesn't mean anything. It's all about the games here. And Use gonna be able to answer back fairly quickly. Still a little bit behind though. We're in that yellow, not quite the dark yellow yet. But now both players equipped here. We're going to see who can kind of take this early advantage. It's actually relatively even all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job going back and forth. Stingray going to chase dodge down this time. Wanted to maintain the pressure position. Wanted that control that you get from being lower. But weapon toss up. Not able to get much after it. You saw the stars come out. That was a stuffed out recovery.
Yeah, Use was definitely going for something. It was kind of funny because that spear was up there for a long time.
Ooh, what a spot dodge.
All right, Use definitely trying to look for the knockout blow, not able to get it there. Whoa! You better be careful slipping off stage like that.
Okay, Stingray hovering on that wall. Spot dodges through the neutralite reset from Use. Both of them in the red. They're going to be looking for their finishers. Stingray not able to get the Sair. Another one.
Oh, tries to impale him for the stock, not be able to get it. Okay, does pick up. That was like a battle for like the weapon pickup there. And now Stingray equipped. Goes to the weapon toss. Use gonna be able to get the sword. This is gonna be a really scary spot to be in. Now both of them, spear in hand. Can Stingray close it out? Use does get it here and takes that first game.
Really good movement from Use. You can see the panic. Stingray was trying to float just above that downlight, but Use really just inching his way forward. Saw that Stingray wasn't gonna swing and then caught his feet with that downlight leading to the recovery. Really well done from Use.
Yeah, no, great stuff so far from Use. Stingray honestly is playing pretty strong though, and that's the thing. Like we're getting into top 32 here, right? The stakes are not quite as high as the past 2 matches we had because those were elimination matches. However, the stakes are still very high, and we're getting into that top 32, which means it's the strongest players. The top 32 strongest players of this weekend are now right in front of us. At least 2 of them are, and it's only gonna get tougher from here. And Stingray, we're gonna see if he can answer back. Great pickup to get started.
I love the adaptation from Stingray. He went for a lot of sidelight into the grounded sidelight again. This time, Doesn't hit the downlight though. Got some good damage, but he needs to get the finisher. Otherwise, Hughes might bring this back.
That's definitely a big pickup for Hughes. One small mistake is leading to a string of damage and being unarmed for quite a bit. Stingray in a bit of a pickle, does get the rocket lance in hand here though, but it does not matter. Hughes will find a way through the defense.
Okay. Going for the swing, hits the down air. Hughes gonna jump out of it. Downlight and Sig to read. And Stingray is gonna get the first KO.
It's like just jumped right in there and just put that right in his face, man. That was rough. But now you get that stock out of the way. Stingray taking a nice lead here. Now this is a bit of a reversal from last game where Hughes took the first stock. We'll see if Hughes can answer back though, taking 2 stocks in a row.
Another downlight into the neutral light. Weapon toss forward, but chases behind it, was in position, but didn't go for a swing. This time Hughes again going for the neutral light reset, and Stingray gets away.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, he's disarmed.
All right, does get the sword in hand though. Looking to try and close this out. Stingray is just being a burden right now. Does finally get tossed off to the side, but that's quite a bit of damage he took in the process here. Stingray looking good. Needs a weapon in hand here. And wow, okay.
But yeah, like you said, was able to pick up that weapon almost immediately, but Hughes catching him, trying to get back onto the stage. Downlight gonna whiff, but so is Hughes. Downlight neutral light.
Stingray definitely looking a lot more confident here. Looks like whatever adaptations they had in mind is definitely working out for him.
Again? Oh, good dodge that time from Hughes. Yeah, that's not a true combo. It covers a lot of dodges, but this time Hughes was able to dodge through downlight side air. Stingray's in trouble. Lance doesn't do that great off stage.
Yeah, but okay, looks like we're going to be able to get back. And honestly, from what was a pretty strong lead from Stingray here, continues to be a strong lead, but Hughes did do a pretty good job of evening things up, even if just momentarily.
I really like the utilization of that down sig, just because Stingray earlier was using it like really max range. That time he got closer to Hughes and then threw it out, but Hughes gonna get the KO, the 3-piece, got the finisher on the great sword, and he's likely gonna stick with it.
Yep, that's big. And now Hughes, great sword in hand, gonna be looking for a big, strong start here.
Got the dodge. Oh, couldn't get the follow-up.
And it's definitely something I've been seeing a lot. I wonder if the nerfs have been a lot for people this time, because I feel like all weekend I've been seeing a lot of drop combos.
I mean, it is the grand stage. It is BCX, and especially in Stingray's case, he's fighting against the world champion.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some nerfs.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And it's not like 1 year passes by and you're just all of a sudden washed up. He's still one of the best players in the world and has definitely showcased it multiple times now. Ooh, that could have been really costly for Stingray.
Oh. He's going a little risky. This is the Stingray Classic, though. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown out more in that time. It'll hit, and it'll KO. Stingray's on the board, 1-1.
You were saying?
Dude, it's the Stingray Classic. That, like, one of the highlight moments, the highlight plays was Stingray versus Kaina, and in that final moment, Stingray hit a spear down sig, and in that moment, I was like, okay, he's going to do that forever, for all eternity.
Listen, if you could take out one of the best players in the world with a move, it kind of sits in your brain. You're like, oh, this is a good button.
This might be a really good move.
Good button. I will press good button more. That's definitely me when I play any of my low tiers.
Yeah, that's for sure. Gotta throw out fireballs as often as possible. But here we go, game number 3. Stingray and Hughes currently tied up. No character swaps on either side.
For me, it's command grabs. I'm not a fireball guy.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm a grappler. But anyway, as we continue to move forward here, going into the Fortress of Lions, and just barely dodging some of these moves here from both players.
Okay, Stingray, that time not going to go for the downlight into the neutral light. Maybe trying to change up the way that he's working just because it worked really well in game 2, but he doesn't want to stick with the same guns.
Oh, wow. These guys are threading the needle on some of these moves here. Barely dodging. The defensive gameplay has definitely been on point. The movement is very, very clean.
Going high, recovery, but he doesn't get the gravity cancel downlight. This time used from below. Downlight recovery, doesn't punish the landing.
I think it was just a matter of just trying to like find your footing here. It did get into a bit of a weird spot where Stingray, I don't know, I feel like could have had a great counter punish. So I think Hughes just waiting a little bit to see how Stingray was going to handle anything is definitely a very smart play here, but does take that first stock in the process as well.
Hughes playing this a lot safer, generally kind of sticking with the sword for that first stock at the very least, but now he's over to the great sword. Stingray now with the lance in hand. Let's see what he can do against Hughes.
Okay. 1, 2. Tries to get another hit, but Stingray, once again, just wasn't able to pick that up.
He might start changing up the follow-up. He's been going for a downlight in the end sig or downlight in the neutral light. Might go for like a side sig or a down sig, but for now he's got the spear. He's got to figure out how he can get to a recovery or a Sair.
All right, but now we got Yu starting to get some offense going for himself here.
No punish.
No punish on that. And you know what? I don't blame him, because that is a very fast move, and we've seen Stingray just kind of throw that out a few times. Wait for it to finish off, reset neutral, play your game.
Yeah. As long as you don't get hit by it, it's the best punish you can get. It's a downlight recovery from Use. Puts him up 3 stocks to 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that sword here too. I like it. Just gonna try and rack up a lot of fast damage if possible. Stingray, movement's clean, is gonna take that stock off the left side, immediately tosses that rocket lance, goes for the spear, and we're gonna see what you can do here, because you're kind of a bit behind all of a sudden.
Just a little bit. Just a little more than a whole stock against Use. Nothing big.
Yeah, you know, it's whatever. It happens to the best of us. And actually, yesterday, or last year, it did happen to the best of us, so, because Use is the best of us at the moment. But, good job, stuff. Stingray trying to find some rhythm here to get some offense going. And you know what? I mean, they say a good offense is a better defense, but right now, I feel like the defense is not even there for Stingray.
Yeah, I think a good offense is hitting your opponent so hard they don't make you go defensive. Oh, surprise that downlight hit, but the end sig is gonna take down Use. Now Stingray's even it up. He actually didn't take too much damage to get there. This is actually very doable for Stingray.
All right, Stingray. Yeah, definitely doing a great job here. And maybe that's getting that momentum behind him is definitely gonna be helping a lot here, but now Use on the offensive end, looking for that great sword, trying to make a big play. It just takes one good hit to really start getting things swinging in your motion.
That was a bring dodge. Use dodges down that time. Stingray wasn't ready for it. Okay, gonna swap over to the sword.
Yep. Okay, I like that. Just kind of throwing out some hitboxes preemptively. See if you can catch Stingray kind of jumping in when he shouldn't be.
Now those forward moving down airs, catching Stingray, goes for the down air of his own. Ends up getting the grounded version.
Yep.
Toss. On my recovery.
Was not able to get it. One more of those should definitely do it though. Stingray is getting into that darker red. And Use the weapon toss. I love the jump. Ooh. Just throwing that out there now.
Slip the red. I mean, Use knows all he has to do, get that opener, he can go for the KO, but Stingray, he's got the lance. Can he get the horizontal against Use?
Definitely.
A pass?
Trying to work his way in here right now. And Stingray's doing such a good job just being such a problem here, but that is gonna be it. We're gonna see Use take game 2. And you really gotta hand it to Stingray. He was being a problem.
He was playing very tricky, had some fantastic movement around Use, but Use started to catch on, especially in those moments where Stingray kind of flubbed, where he goes for those weapon tosses that lead to nothing. That's a situation where Use can capitalize, and it's exactly where he did.
Hello, audience. I see you waving.
Hi.
Hi. I'm waving back to you. I don't know if you guys can see me. Hello.
Wave if you want someone to win.
1, brawl.
Yeah, everybody wants someone to lose.
Wow.
All right. Tough crowd, tough crowd.
I know. That's what happens when I'm on the mic. Here we go, game number 4 though. Stingray versus Use. Stingray again playing very evasive. Like you were talking about, you need that strong defense against a player like Use.
Yeah, definitely a strong defense. And Stingray was definitely doing that at the end of that last game too. Just had a little bit too much damage going into that final stock. But now we're gonna see how this one goes. Right now, Use kind of has a small lead here, but Stingray is starting to battle back just a little bit.
In the nair. Oh, didn't have the reaction in time. Use gonna come in, hit that recovery, catching the landing, but Stingray managing to avoid that finisher. Ooh, I like the dodge in downlight there. Again, spot dodge, hits the downlight, changing up the way he's going, hits the recovery.
Wow.
That'll KO. Stingray getting the first stock.
Yeah, and a strong start from Use, but a stronger start from Stingray. Got beat up a little bit and just said, all right, it's my turn to play the game. Mom said so. He took a whole stock with it. And man, you're comboing him from one stock to another.
He's getting the improv, got him with the downlight into the side air, turned around, but Use gonna stop the momentum there. Downlight side air to finish off Stingray's stock.
Yeah, that's definitely something you need to put the brakes to real quick. You allow a player too much momentum, and that can actually take over a whole set, regardless of if you're up a game or not.
No, but Stingray, I don't think he wants to hit the brakes anytime soon. Oh, the recovery from Use to get away from Stingray. Side air, and Stingray's a full stock up on Use.
This is pretty much like a reversal from last game, if I'm not mistaken. So,
complete turnaround.
We might be going into a game 5 here. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Top 32, all these players are world-class level, and they are definitely showcasing why that is.
Ooh, but Stingray's gonna miss the pogo on that edge guard.
Okay, Stingray. Oh, good opening, great read.
That was a dodge. Dodge through again from Stingray. Downlight side air. Can Use keep this position? Doesn't hit the second side air. Backs away, downlight side air. Wants to keep the stage.
Okay. Here we go, Use. trying to put some decent damage down. Just kind of struggle a little bit here to kind of keep him pinned down because Stingray's just, he's taking his time. He doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to.
Dude, it's so scary you staying just underneath Stingray, especially when Stingray's got the spear. There's so many easy tools to go straight down. Side air. Okay, final stocks.
Do you know how crazy that was? That Hughes had the advantage, had the weapon, and Stingray unarmed started skipping right at him, and you said, oh, went to the center. Like that goes to show you have pressure. You are doing great.
You gotta respect your opponent, especially when they're up so many stocks. Goes for the N-Sig read. Hughes holding onto the sword. Gets through the lance toss, and he'll get the wall touch safely.
But now we got that spear, and this is a position, yeah! Nice stuff, Stingray forcing the game 5 here. And you know what, as soon as he got that opening, I was like, you know, it's either he got that or he's just gonna start down singing all over the place.
I do love the commitment there. He got the side light and immediately went in for the down light into the recovery. Didn't try to go for a read or anything. It was a bit of a risky play just because if Hughes dodged down, could go in and get a hit onto Stingray. But with the health advantage that he had, it was worth it to go for the big commit.
Yeah, very well played so far. We're going to be getting right into our next match here. Demon Island for game 5. If you want Hughes to win, let me hear some.
No one wants Hughes to win.
If you want Stingray to win, let me hear some.
They love an upset, the North American crowd. We know who they're rooting for.
Dang, that was a big difference.
He's going to have to work through that one. Uh-oh, Stingray starting off strong.
All right, well, anyway, that's exactly what this crowd wants to see. They want to see Stingray absolutely take it here. And right now, it's not looking too bad. Small lead.
Dash jumps away. Hughes still holding onto the greatsword. Goes for the reset and will catch Stingray as he comes back down after a burn dodge.
Stingray still having that spear in hand, but Hughes not going to take that first stock here. Weapon toss down. Giz going to be able to pick it right back up. I like that weapon toss, creating some openings here. That could be big. Oh, baby!
And it'll KO.
The weapon toss just for extra assurance, but I don't think he needed it.
Stingray going and hits the downlight gravity cancel N-Sig onto Hughes. Takes the stock advantage here in game number 5. Hughes, how's he going to finish it? He's just poking with weapon tosses.
I mean, you may as well. You got a great lead here. Try to get any additional damage that you can, but that is a sword recovery coming through, and that will even things up. 2 stocks apiece, no damage either way.
Yeah, but this is a lot more even than I think Hughes would want it to be.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, especially like you've already got a huge target on your back being the current world champion, and Stingray is coming to try and take you down a little bit early.
Okay, hits the nair. Hits the recovery. Stingray playing a little further back. Goes in, hits a side light, but waits. Oh, denies the weapon there with the help of that recovery. Weapon toss getting some extra damage. Neutral light. Stingray stuck on this corner, unarmed. This is a risky spot, but he dodges through.
I like that. Gets right by him. Takes his time. Doesn't push anything further than it needs to. A little extra commitment, and Hughes is going to get a punish there. I like that. Just jump off stage, see what Stingray's going to be doing. He just goes right back to the stage. He's not trying to do anything crazy.
Stingray. Okay, I like the weapon toss. Got him back onto the stage. That's the most important thing for him because he was already getting those exclamation points. Hughes over to the greatsword. It's going to be a little bit harder to finish, and he knows it, so he goes for the sword.
Ooh, he goes for the recovery, not going to be able to hit it. Stingray doesn't get any crazy punish. Does get a couple of kicks in the process to get away from me. Now the rocket lands ahead. We haven't seen a whole lot of that. This game, I feel like. Big attempt, not gonna be able to take the stock. Can you get back? Great weapon toss, my goodness.
Stop and use. You saw the stars come out. That was gonna be a recovery. Stingray burns his dodge there. 2 exclamation points, and Hughes gonna get the KO. Full capitalization. 1 stock left for Stingray.
Beautiful stuff so far, and we're going to continue to push forward here. Stingray's going to be trying to even this up. Has that spear in hand, has been doing a great job with it so far. It's just a matter of getting it done. Great stuff. The Sair not going to be enough.
Still gets the touch though, has enough movement there. He's in the right. If Stingray finishes this, if he gets that hit, like that, everything is equal. Final stock, game 5. Is Stingray going to get the upset?
Last stock scenario, game 5. Hughes, I need to see if you're still a world champion right now, and Stingray is certainly trying to test your mettle.
He's got to prove himself right here, right now. Gets some good damage, gets the downlight into the recovery. Stingray finally back onto the stage. Lots of movement, but Hughes gonna whiff. Oh!
That was a huge drop there. Great air dodge from Hughes.
Almost off screen. That's a lot of damage on Stingray, but now it's the pressure. Ooh. Double nair into the recovery. He got the wall touch.
Okay, I was gonna say, he kind of fell off stage. I was really worried for him for a second.
Oh, he's unarmed.
Oh man, that's a great sword here coming out too, and you're already in that red. Tosses it, everybody unarmed.
Wants the weapon advantage, wants to deny, sword safe. Here's the lance, sidelight nair.
Oh, okay, trying to go for a huge read there. Went the wrong direction, but I like the attempt. Just kind of taking note of what Hughes is trying to be wary of.
Oh my goodness, Stingray with the weapon toss to approach. It ain't over till it's over. Stingray with the weapon toss to approach.
Dude, these weapon tosses have been
Oh!
crucial. What a very big risk from Muse. Stingray, I don't think he was expecting to get that hit.
Oh,
my
whiffs.
God.
Stingray gets past it. He's going to go unarmed against Hughes. Throws out an head sig. Down air. Both are getting closer and closer to that KO percent. Stingray, no, down sig thrown out instead. Dash jumps away.
There's so much nerves right now. I feel like Hughes is feeling a little calm and cool. Not gonna be able to take it. Oh my God, was so high. Not gonna be able to get him. Hughes with another lace on life. Can he get it done?
He wants the great sword. No, he doesn't. He wants to go in unarmed. Stingray, weapon advantage. There's a sword.
Oh,
Side
geez.
air.
Staying alive. The crowd's coming alive here. They want to see a Stingray dub. They want world champion blood in front of them. Can Stingray get it done? The crowd behind him. He can. Hughes holding it down, keeping it clutch. Punches his ticket to the next round and wins.
Gets just the hit he needs, the edge of the sword recovery, and Stingray gonna get knocked into the elimination side. But what a respectable score.